Hello and welcome all to update 18.13. Alright, so it's now dropped on consoles the other day. A lot of stuff's been added, and a few nerfs, a few buffs, all around. Good and bad. Let's get started. On additions. Quite a few things been added, but not too many weapons though. But mainly just a bunch of small things. But these small things are just about everywhere. So, first up, the first edition, which is the elephant in the room, Banshee's new skin. The Piranha skin. I believe I pronounced that right. Maybe not. Anyway, the whole pack with the Piranha skin will be her own skin and the Sonic Core. So, you can either buy that separately or together. There's only one, the only chance you have to get it is to buy it. Or someone gifted to you. There's no earning in-game. Moving on from that, we got the new weapons. We got the first one, the Stradivar. I believe I pronounced that right. It's an automatic gun that can switch between automatic and semi-automatic. When it switches to semi-automatic, the critical chance improves. So it changes the nature of the gun. Which version you take of the weapon, that's all up to you. Could be good, could not be good. I'll find out. Next up, we got the Twin Comag. Now, I find this really weird because the secondary Comac you use in this gun is different from the original. That's weird. But anyway, I don't expect this gun to be that great. The plain Comac was a bit trashy, and adding a second one adds nothing to this game. Adds nothing to stats, nothing. Just doubles the magazine size. Reload time is still very small for two weapons, but meh. But yeah, it's still weird. That second one's different from the first one. Don't know why they did that. Weird. Anyway, every Warframe has a passive ability now, such as Ash's Ball inflicts ball bleed damage and does more damage, and lasts longer, which is nice. That list has the same as one as before. Banshee's new one is all weapons, so now it'll be silent. That is not really nice. So now you don't have to worry about doing just bows or anything in stealth missions. Take anything you want, just don't miss. Pretty good. Anyway, Chroma has the same one as before. Ember regenerates energy and has more damage while on fire. That's a bit of a double-edged sword. Weird though, isn't it? Could be better, but that still works. Makes sense too. Equinox still has the built-in equilibrium, and Excalibur has increased damage when it attacks faster when using swords. Okay. Frost does the same old one as before. And Hydroid gets the Slime attack as a chance to summon a tentacle. Well, that just got like creepy. Anyway, Inaros has the same one, the revival one. And Irara senses nearby enemies. That's also creepy. And Limbo is increased movement speed, reload, and holster speed while inside the rift. That's okay, I guess. Not amazing, but it's okay. Loki's is hang on from walls for extended duration of time. Well, that's awful. Who does that? Anyway, Mag's is bullet jumping pulls nearby items for easy collection. So a greedy Mag. A greedy bullet jump. Mesa's, well, she already had this one, but it wasn't well known. Shooting double reloads faster and gets more health for not using melee weapons. This is now common knowledge. Mirage's faster bullet jump and back maneuvers, meh. And Necros is pretty nice. Restore spawn with health with nearby enemies' death. That's nice, actually. Neza's slides go further. What to do on that one? Nova's bolt gets knocked over. She makes a defensive burst, topples enemy attacks. Or enemies over, which is nice. Nyx affects enemies with their abilities and may suddenly have a chance to be disarmed, which is also nice. Oberon calls nearby wildlife to fight on his side. That's okay, I guess. Rhino's the same one as before. Saren has status effect inflict upon enemies last longer. Trinity can now revive enemies faster and from slightly further away. Valkyrie can recover faster from being knocked down. Vauban has increased armor with nearby allies. Expect your creepy Vauban friends to stick around you. Volt has some kind of weird... When he moves around, he builds up static electricity damage, which he can unleash on his next attack, which is possibly nice. Wukong has increased combo duration, which is okay. And Zephyr has the same old one, which is while in airborne you take less damage. Alright, moving on to the last dramatic changes. We've got a new UI letting players know when hit the limit on Cephalon's Damaris points. What do you do for that? I don't think anyone goes at that pretty hard, do they? Do they? No, whatever. You can now claim all your extractors at once, whether it be Titan or the other variant, I forget. Again, we use, I guess for higher level players, we don't use those anymore. And also, Mastery Test 22 has been added, which is nice. Go even farther. Elitism! Whatever. And an indicator if you're in range of allied affinity. So that'll change from either nothing to 3, depending on who's around you. And I've read this in the update notes, but I didn't quite see it. The EMP aura has been added to alert missions. Now I looked through the codex and I didn't quite see anything like that, but I'll put it here anyway, since it's written in the update notes. Okay, but what it even does, I don't know. I'll have to go on the wiki and look or something. But anyway, that is the additions. Now I'm going to move on to changes. Now there's the part that some people are going to be happy about and some people are going to be mad about. There's going to be a lot of changes to Warframes as we know it. A lot of them. I'm also start with the elephants in the room, and that is Mag. Mag has had a nearly complete overhaul with her moveset. So her pull remains the same, and that's the only thing that remains the same. Magnetize, the second ability, will root enemies in a place, and damage over time is dealt to all enemies within their set radius. So it's similar to Bullet Attractor, it's just now cheaper and you can deploy multiple of them. And Polarize is next. Polarize will now do fixed shield damage, and armor targets will take health damage and armor debuff. Similar to Shield Polarize, just now possibly weaker, and now affects armor targets. Crush remains the same, but it will also deal bonus damage to those targets who are magnetized from the second ability. Now, Volt changes. Volt's the first ability, Jolt, is unchanged. Second ability, Speed, is the same, but now will drop a pickup for others to gain the speed boost. They don't have to be around him to get it. Third ability, Electric Shield, remains mostly the same, but however you can pick it up now. However, when it's picked up, it will drain your energy for as you carry it, and you can only use a secondary weapon when you have it on you. Discharge, which now the new move, the final move, can turn enemies caught in the AoE into electric towers or conduits that shock nearby foes. Pretty neat. Going on to Mesa. Mesa's spell Peacemaker now scales with secondary weapon mods. Awesome. However, the base stat's been reduced, damage, etc. Shooting Gallery gives Mesa a permanent buff, but allies will have to rotate, meaning have to be recast. And Mirage changes. Mirage, Sleight of Hand, has increased damage and range. However, her Prism now needs a line of sight to blind enemy. To accommodate this, damage has been increased. So, no more blind Mirage. Next we have the Valkyrie changes. Her Hysteria will now sap more energy as you stay in it. And you gotta be careful when you exit it, because you kind of roll on damage, and as you roll on damage, the damage will slowly dissipate off of you. So you deactivate Hysteria without rolled on damage on, you'll take damage if you deactivate it. At least that's my understanding from reading this. Next up, Excalibur changes. The Exalted Blade does less damage the longer it travels. And as a built-in radio blind cost, it's now, well, yeah, the cost of the radio blind is half energy. So get in with the close Exalted Blade and use your blind a whole lot. And now the Trinity change. The one no one's happy about. Blessing now has a 50 meter range. The damage reduction is now based on health party overall in that range, which is bullshit, but what can we do about that? Nothing. But it still heals instantly. That's a plus, I guess. Okay, moving on from plane changes to conclave changes. Now, there isn't a whole lot, but for once, I will go over it regardless. The things of importance are Ash's Bladestorm's range and damage has been reduced. The Thunder Miter mod's damage has been halved. And reduced the Stravadar's semi-automatic damage. Damn, that weapon's just introduced and it's already nerfed in Conclave. And that's it. Yeah, I'm not kidding, that's it for Conclave. Fixes as usual. I took one glance at it, too damn long to really cover, and not everything in there is actually true. Because they claim they fix it, but usually never is. Thank you for watching. You guys take care, guys, and hopefully see you on Warframe.